Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Gadgets123. Thanks for checking out this video. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you like this content, please like, comment, and share. And join us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're definitely posting a lot of stuff on Twitter in regards to discount codes, special products, things we find at a reasonable price, or things that we find with discount codes so you could get that item very cheap. So again, check us out. We're definitely posting stuff on Twitter on a daily basis there. So that would be a great place to start with Gadgets123. But let's get straight to the video here. All right, so this video is in regards to the Verizon policy that has been implemented. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably want to know information in regards to Verizon, why your phone is locked, or if you're planning on buying a Verizon phone, if it's going to be locked or unlocked or whatever. Now, quick story, Verizon phones used to be unlocked straight out of the box from the iPhone 5s to up to even the X. Some early last year I bought an X and it was an unlocked phone. But as of mid 2019 and now 2020, the FCC granted Verizon permission to lock their phones for 60 days to prevent fraud. Now, again, there's been an increase in fraud, and Verizon implemented this restriction and was approved by the FCC. And again, here's some information if you want to read all this stuff. There's information of why they locked their phones. I'm going to link these two things in the description. This is from CNET. As you can see, there's some information about they trying to combat theft and so forth. So what does this mean to you? If you have an existing Verizon account, you're okay. As long as you pass the 60-day, which is 2 months, your phone is automatically unlocked, so you don't have to worry about it. If you're planning to buy a Verizon phone because you know those phones are unlocked straight out of the box, you got to think twice about them, especially if you're thinking of buying from an actual retail store. By retail store, I mean an authorized distributor, for instance, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, one of those brand name stores, even Amazon. Now, the reason I say Amazon is because one of the reasons I'm making this video is because I did buy an Amazon, an XS Max, an 10 XS Max, last year's model, and I bought it in Amazon thinking that it was a Verizon phone. Well, it's unlocked. It's good to go. I've just bought it. It's a like new condition. And when I got it, to my surprise, the phone wasn't unlocked. So now I have a Verizon XS Max that is unlocked. Now the reason it's not unlocked is because most likely this company from Amazon bought it from an authorized distributor, or maybe directly from Amazon itself. I mean, from Verizon itself, and sold it to me. That's why the phone is locked, and I have to get service with them for 60 days minimum in order for the phone to get unlocked. And again, before that wasn't the case. So my 2 cents for you guys, if you're planning to buy a Verizon phone, unless you guys have Verizon, you got to remember you have to have it in service for at least 2 months. And after 2 months, it will get unlocked automatically. You won't get any kind of code or anything. As per the representative that I spoke to on over the phone, the phone will automatically get unlocked without you calling Verizon. Now, stay tuned at the end of this video if you want some more information on what I spoke to with the representative. It's about an extra 10 minutes, I believe. I try to condense it as much as I could, but I put the recording of myself and the representative that I was speaking over the phone, and try to ask him as many of the questions that I could remember in regards to why they're locking it, what are the requirements, and so forth. So it's good information for you guys to go over. But let me give you kind of the gist of that, what he told me. He told me, first of all, if they're brand new phones, again, from Verizon or their distributors, they're going to be locked. So straight out of the box. If you're thinking of buying an iPhone XS Max, even an X or an 11 from eBay or one of those third-party vendors, make sure you ask the owner if the phone is unlocked or not. Very important, because there's a chance that if they didn't use it, it will be locked, and then you're stuck with a Verizon locked phone. That's another thing. If you have Verizon or Verizon prepaid, it doesn't change. The requirements are only 60 days, 2 months for it to get unlocked automatically. Um, so again, that's basically the information they gave me. Oh, and if you do have Verizon, older Verizon model phones, the chances that are locked are pretty slim, especially anything from the iPhone 5s to the iPhone 8. They should be already unlocked. The chances are most people already have probably used it on Verizon for definitely more than 2 months. So the chances are very low that those will be locked phone. But if you're, for instance, trying to buy an iPhone X that is brand new from an actual store, like Walmart or something that they have it on special at a cheap price, they're most likely not gonna be unlocked, even if they're a year or two old, because the chances are those phones are probably have never been used, and Verizon is locking any phone that hasn't been used that is brand new. Again, all this information, um, if you want to hear it directly from Verizon itself, stay tuned to the end of the video and just go over the recording that I'm posting there. All right, guys. So again, hopefully I answered a couple of questions that you had, and if you're thinking of buying Verizon phones, or why is your phone locked, or what's going on, it's because of this issue with that the FCC granted permission to lock their phones last year to Verizon. So unfortunately now their phones are locked. So my suggestion is, if you're planning on buying one, if you plan on buying Verizon from Amazon, eBay, or whatever, ask the seller, are they unlocked? And if they are, gotta verify that they are unlocked so you could use them. Um, if you're trying to buy them from authorized resellers, even if you get them at a really, really cheap price, they're not. You're gonna have to get Verizon for at least 2 months with that phone. Remember, even if you have Verizon, now this is very important, even if you do have Verizon for 5 years and you get the phone will not get unlocked because you've been with Verizon for 5 years. You have to use the phone a minimum of 2 months with either a prepaid service or your existing Verizon service. Just because you were an actual um, customer of Verizon for 10 years and you got a Verizon phone, they're not going to unlock the phone unless you use it. So it has to be used. It cannot be an unused phone, even if you're a Verizon customer. So again, hopefully I answered a lot of those videos. I mean, a lot of those questions. I am going to link these two reading materials in the description. Not a lot of stuff to read, but at least it gives you some more information. And stay tuned to the end of this video so you can hear the conversation that I had with the representative. Again, join us on Twitter, Instagram, and join us on Facebook if you want some more information on the videos coming up. And again, Twitter has a lot of stuff that we're posting in regards to discount codes and special things that we find for as cheap as $20. This thing is great. I'm going to review this probably later on, sometime this month. So definitely stay tuned for that. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching Gadgets123. Thanks again for watching this video. If it did help you guys out, leave a comment, like, share the video. If you got any questions in regards to anything with this topic with the Verizon phones being locked, so forth, shoot a message over or leave a comment in the description. I'll try to answer it. The conversation I had with the representative was pretty long, but I kind of had to trim a lot of it just to not make it super long. Make this video super long. So there's some stuff that I kind of cut out, but I might know the answer to your question. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.
From us at all. That's the only exception I can see. So honestly, I would probably return it.
Okay. So yeah, so they probably so you're thinking they probably got it directly from an Amazon. I mean from a like a retail store, like a authorized retail.
Correct. You'd have to be someone that's like directly Verizon there, like say cellular sales, the cellular connection, Best Buy. We have a Sam's Club, BJ's, pretty much everybody.
Oh, right.
Some of this can be. Yeah, some of those we can there, but if it's purchased through like a third-party retailer, more likely they purchased it from one of those stores, and it just follows under that 60-day policy.
Okay. Now, do you know if this also affects like older models, or is it just something for the new models now? Like if I buy an iPhone 8 or something from a Verizon store, is that also going to be locked?
Let me take a look here. Yeah, it would affect that as well.
Okay, so gotcha. So it's six. So basically, the policy is 60 days, and then does it automatically get unlocked, or do I have to call you guys if I have a Verizon?
It's automatic.
Oh, automatic gets unlocked after 60 days. Does it
Yeah,
matter?
it's not like
Go ahead.
it's not like I know AT&T and T-Mobile, you have to get like a SIM unlock code. We don't require that at all.
Oh, okay. So the system already knows 60 days passes, and then automatically it triggers and it gets unlocked. Do you know would it also affect like prepaid plans, or is it just has to be a like the main plan?
Prepaid.
Prepaid as well?
Prepaid. I just saw that as well when I was looking through it. It's correct. Yep.
Oh, prepaid as well. Okay, so it has to be. It can be like a company that uses Verizon towers, right? It has to be an actual Verizon account, either account or prepaid. It can be like there's something called Black Wireless or something that I think they uses Verizon towers. It doesn't. It can be that as an example.
Correct. So like they have their own policies there directly. Like say for instance, Straight Talk uses our towers for a lot of their phones.
Mm-hmm.
So they have their own lock-in policy there. I think there's like 6 months actually.
Right. So basically, you guys are only 60 days, which is, I guess, the
So
the
if it's
fastest.
like direct to Verizon, that's what the 60 days is. Like if it's either prepaid or postpaid there. It's only if you purchase through a third party company, like say Straight Talk or like some other third party company that has like they're a reseller of our service, like Total Wireless, I believe uses ours as well, the one at Walmart.
Oh, God, right. I've seen those. Gotcha.
Yeah, they have their own policy too because it's technically another carrier, even though they use our towers. They're who actually does your service technically.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Oh, one last question. Just again, I just want to cover all my bases here. Thanks for the help. If I use it 3 months and then my sister uses it 3 months, is that considered? Or does it have to be 6 months consecutive of a account, either a prepaid account or whatever?
Let me take a look. See here.
So, for instance, like let's say I got prepaid and I use it 3 months, and then I give it to my sister. And she has prepaid Verizon, and then she uses for another 3 months. That's 6 months, but not the same. Not the same account.
Sure. Let me take a look
All right,
here.
appreciate it. Thank you. No, you said 60 days. Right? I'm sorry, not 60. So 2 months.
Days. Yeah, I believe I think prepaid is actually the 6 months. They're actually for prepaid there. They actually changed their policy recently. It used to be 1 month of service for prepaid. I believe they actually recently changed their prepaid policy there.
Oh, so now prepaid is 2 months or 6 months.
Actually, I believe it's 6 months now. Let me check just to make sure there. I know they recently made a change over there. I don't deal with too much prepaid at all these days.
Okay, yeah.
I believe they recently changed theirs here.
Gotcha.
Let's see, prepaid. There we go. There's the standard postpaid. There's prepaid. Well, actually, no, it is 60 days with prepaid as well. It's the 3G devices that are 6 months. I don't think they actually sell any 3G devices.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they have anything. Well, they probably have something, but who uses that anymore? Prepaid. So 60 days. Okay, so everything's 60 days, but again, you don't know if it's a consecutive service or consecutive account, or could be just random accounts.
Let's take a look here.
Which is still not a lot though, because it's only 2 months. So I figured.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Still not bad at all there.
Right.
Let's take a look here. Anything about like it has to be consecutive or anything here. Let me check one other spot here. definitely doesn't say consecutive at all,
So okay,
it should
so
be
2 months.
fine.
Okay, I gotcha. So okay, so perfect. So basically, that's what I have to do. I have to make sure I either get a Verizon line or return it, and then um, get maybe an actual unlocked phone that says unlocked. But Verizon doesn't. So now at least I know that Verizon phones are not like after, I don't know. I guess this is something new last year, something that has been implemented last year. Or I can I was reading a little bit about it. I'm not really sure when you guys implemented this whole policy.
I think it started in July of last year, I believe.
July last year. Okay, so now I gotta be careful that if I do buy one, it's not a unlocked phone unless I have it connected with you guys for minimum 60 days, right?
Yes, 60 days there, or if you can find one that's unlocked, that'd be even perfect right there.
And then after 60 days, like you said, automatically gets unlocked.
Well, if the phone is already unlocked to begin with, you don't have to worry about that at all.
Oh, right. If I buy an unlocked phone, straight unlocked phone, then yeah, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, gotcha. Perfect. Okay. Hey, thanks again for everything. Appreciate all the information.
Oh, no problem. One thing I did want to mention to you as well, I don't know if you've ever checked